This is Ty Dickinson
and Erica Lopez from the University of Oklahoma Weather Lab with your weekly regional forecast starting on Wednesday, April 26, 2017.
New 1 and 3 month outlooks have been published by the Climate Prediction Center. Cooler temperatures are in the forecast for the rest of the week and into next week. Rainy and stormy days can be expected for the rest of the week and into your weekend. Tune into this week's briefing.
Temperatures for the rest of the week will be quite variable. Thursday morning temperatures will be chilly for the south central region with temperatures in the 40s for Oklahoma, North Texas, Arkansas, and parts of Louisiana. Thursday high temperatures will be around the 60s for Oklahoma, and the rest of the region will see temperatures around the mid-70s to 80s. A warm-up for Friday is expected before a drastic change in temperatures on Saturday afternoon. Notice the temperature gradient across the region. A high temperature of 40 degrees for the panhandle of Texas and highs in the 50s for Oklahoma. The rest of the region will see temperatures in the upper 80s, and the descending temperatures will continue into Sunday for the rest of the region. The start of next week, this trend looks to continue.
Temperatures in week 2 are forecast to be below normal for the majority of the CONUS. The Midwest has the highest probability of below normal temperatures at 50%. Forecast confidence in this region and the South Central are higher than in other regions, with temperatures falling a few degrees below normal. Forecast confidence decreases as we move into the Rockies due to disagreements along individual model runs. The West Coast and Florida have probabilities of above normal temperatures. 40% probabilities are present over central and southern Florida and just east of the Sierra Nevada mountains. There is also a 50% probability in central California. Temperatures in these regions are forecast to be up to 5 degrees Fahrenheit above normal.
Taking a look at the drought monitor, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Missouri have not changed in the past week. Most of Texas also remained the same except for parts along the New Mexico border, which slightly have improved. Western New Mexico also saw a removal of dry conditions. Oklahoma has improved yet again in the last week. The central part of the state was downgraded from moderate to dry. The Panhandle also saw conditions improve from moderate to dry. This is the first time since mid-October that the Panhandle has not been in a moderate or more intense drought. NOAA has updated their seasonal drought outlook as well. Any moderate drought is forecast to be removed, and the severe drought on the east side of the state is forecast to improve but not be completely removed.
As we shift into Alabama and Georgia, parts of the central and southern parts of these states have gotten slightly worse, with regions of moderate and severe drought now present. A small region of severe drought also developed in northwest Alabama. The seasonal outlook for the southeast forecasts a persisting drought, as well as drought development likely in any area that does not already have a moderate or worse drought, for eastern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. Lastly, Floridian conditions have stayed about the same in the past week. Drought removal is forecast to be likely. This drought seasonal outlook is taken with consideration through the end of July.
Significant precipitation accumulation is forecast in the next week. The most significant rainfall in forecast to fall on Saturday with up to almost 4 inches of rain in Little Rock. By the end of the weekend, total precipitation accumulation in Little Rock will be slightly above 5 inches of rain and Springfield at 7 inches of rain. And the Panhandle of Texas, northwestern Louisiana, Mississippi, and northeastern Oklahoma, a little over 2 inches of rain. These accumulations could drastically help improve existing drought conditions.
As we look at precipitation for week 2, note the below normal precip probabilities along the coastlines. These probabilities are as high as 40%. Probabilities are also enhanced for above normal precipitation in the Rockies, the Midwest, New England, and into parts of the south central United States. These probabilities are also as high as 40%. It should be noted that forecast confidence in the central CONUS is relatively low due to disagreements among model runs.
Outlooks for the month of May have been updated by the CPC. Model runs currently show a cool start to the month in the southeast and a warm start in the west. The west then shifts back to around normal conditions while the southeast and northeast warm up. For this reason, there are above normal probabilities for the entire month in the southern parts of the CONUS and the northeast, while the northern Rockies and Great Plains have probabilities indicating about normal conditions. Probabilities are as high as 50% in the southwest and southeast for above normal temperatures. 40% probabilities swing the central Utah down to central Texas and then north into New England.
Continuing with the 1 month discussion, the precipitation outlook in parts of central and southern Texas have probabilities of 33 to 40% for above normal precipitation. The region in the northern Rockies will also have probabilities of 33 to 40% for above normal precipitation. The Great Lakes region will have probabilities of 33 to 40% for below normal precipitation. Model runs forecast total precipitation accumulations no more than about 1.5 inches above or below normal.
The CPC updated their outlooks for the next 3 months as well. For the months of May, June, and July, virtually the entire CONUS is forecast to experience above normal temperatures. Probabilities are highest in the southwest along the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico seaboards at 50%. Enhanced probabilities cover the rest of the U.S. except for half-circle-type region in the Dakotas and Montana. Model runs currently forecast temperatures to be a couple degrees above normal for these 3 months.
Looking at precipitation for the next 3 months, above normal rainfall is forecast by the CPC for a small region near the western Gulf of Mexico along the U.S. and following the Rockies. Percentages in both regions are between 33 to 40%. Below normal precipitation probabilities are seen throughout the Great Lakes region, also between 33 and 40%. However, in the last couple of days since the CPC updated their outlooks, model runs have started to shift their patterns slightly, so this will be something to monitor as May begins.
As of Tuesday evening, the SPC outlooks show a busy next couple of days in terms of severe weather potential. For Friday, there is a 30% region for severe weather in Oklahoma and Arkansas, and a 15% region extending into northern Texas and western Tennessee. For Saturday, there is another 30% region for severe weather, this time in eastern Texas, southwest Arkansas, and northwest Louisiana, with a 15% region extending further into these states and into Oklahoma. In addition, there is a 15% region for severe weather in Mississippi and western Kentucky and Tennessee for Sunday. The SPC currently has no enhanced fire threats after Thursday. We will be sure to monitor these conditions as they update and pass along any information via Twitter.
Once again, this has been your forecast brought to you by the University of Oklahoma Weather Lab, a top academic weather and research program in the United States and a partner of the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program. Watch for your forecast Wednesdays on the Oklahoma Weather Lab channel on YouTube.